Hey YouTube, it's me, the Second Flock, and today's episode is about ratios when deck building. Alright, for those of you who are just beginning or don't know or whatever, the basic ratio to making a deck in big strategy is having anywhere from like 18 to 20 monsters, uh, like, and the rest be, spell and traps. The biggest rule in making a deck is that you always want to have 40 cards no matter what, no matter how many good things you think are going to come if you have 45 or whatever, 40 only. Exactly 40. No more, no less. Yeah, you can't have less than 40 anyway. The only time you have more than 40 cards in a deck is if you count the extra deck and the fusion extra deck. The sideboard can have 0 to 15 cards during a match, which is best 2 out of 3 if you don't know. You can switch cards in between duels with cards in your deck, but they have to remain the same amount. But the main deck should be exactly 40 cards, like this one here, my Earth Beatdown deck. And 18 to 20 monsters is like the biggest first thing. For tribute monsters, you want like no more than 3 or 4. You don't want that many really, unless you're really good. And you can come up with special combos like, okay, in my main deck I have 2 1 tributes and 2 2 tributes. This deck I have 1 1 tribute, because it's about quick playing and stuff, and another 1 tribute, and 2 tribute, that's all, because it's a quick beatdown deck. Now, special types of decks have more or less monsters in them, like beatdown, so for some reason usually has less. Beatdown is when you attack with high attack, like the highest attack this deck can get is 6,500, with the highest attack monster only being 24, but still it has effects to make it better. I just wasn't ready to make a beatdown deck with the cards I had. Um, and like in a beatdown deck really quick, you'd use things like Rush Recklessly to pump up your people for the turn and beat your opponent. Then you also take cards with like high defense, like Black Stego with 2,000, yeah, 2,000, yeah, to protect yourself just in case. That's what it is. A couple of big high defense and a whole lot of big high attack. Anyway, like it usually has 17 or 16 monsters. This one has 17. My main deck has 21 cards. In fact, the ratio for my main deck is 21, 8, 11 because I like trap cards. Uh, but really, what you should be doing is like 18 to 20 because sometimes having more support with spells and traps is better. Uh, 12, like 10 to 12 spells or whatever, and then the rest traps. Usually you have more spells than traps, but I like it the other way around. Of course, that doesn't make any sense in my side deck when I have Jinzo, but it's special to me, so let's keep it in there for my own sake. Um, so that's pretty much it on deck ratios. But last time during my Slate Warrior card of the week, I told you about how the part of the cards actually exist in spirits and all that shit. Well, they do, because here's one example. A long time ago, I was playing with my friend. This is when I had a Sucky deck and stuff. A long time ago, a couple of years. I was about to lose. I had Black Illusion Ritual or Contract with the Abyss in my hand. Had like one monster. Needed to draw Relinquish to have a chance against my opponent, who had Lightning. I don't know what his name is. Blackluster Soldier and Void at the beginning. That's it. He had him out. So I asked the deck for Relinquish or whatever. I actually wind up drawing it and almost win the duel, but he was much better than me. He had a theme, everything. I sucked. I tried to do fusion and ritual and everything at the same time. No, no, you do. Yeah, I'll go and be deck fat next time. My deck was so fat last time. This time it's not as fat. And spirits. This is just mine. It helps me win most of my duels because my deck doesn't have that much attack. Like one time in the video game. Alright, I was fighting either Kara or Dox from the series. Um, they had like this big water monster. I might have it out. No, no. Here we go. Sujin. The other had that, the lightning one, or the other one, and it had like 2,400 or whatever. So then, it was my turn. I was running a Red Eyes Black Dragon deck. All my Red Eyes were gone. All I had on the field was nothing. I had like 1,400 life points left. He had Spirit Reaper on the field, 21 life points, 2,100, and that guy on the field that could still use his effect and kill me. So I drew. All I had in my hand was Red Eyes Beat Chick. I drew Premature Burial. I asked the deck for one good card this time. Played it. Resummon Red Eyes Black Dragon and attacked for exact 0 life points. I attacked his attack position Spirit Reaper. And I've lost some times because this is a really important part. I know I'm getting off subject, but even if you're about to win, never try and leave one of those crappy attack monsters in attack mode and just get a tiny little attack in. That's not a good idea. Unless you've got a whole bunch of face downs and monster effects. But remember, your opponent still can use Heavy Storm. Back to deck ratios. Okay, yeah. Pretty much that's it. So far I've gone over staples and deck ratios. You want 18 to 20, 10 to 12, and the rest traps. So really you could have like, well, sometimes you want like 14 spells, 16. But I don't advise you unless you're like a good pro to play more or less than 18 to 20 monsters, or to go out of my guidelines. My guidelines are monsters 18 to 20, spells 10 to 12, or 10 to 15. That's it. Traps 6 to 10. That's my 6 to 11. Yeah, that'll be it. And high tribute monsters, depending on what you have. Like, I do 2 1 tributes and 2 2 tributes, as I've told you before. But like, I used to run a Wicked deck with these 3 cards. They each have 3 tributes to summon. I run 1 of each, and then that's it. And I also used double cost on. Counts as 2 tributes. That was it for the high tribute monsters. That's what you want to run for your deck ratios. This is next time we'll be going over deck stat, as I said, and this is the second Flock signing off.